Reading book on pausing and money. Written by me, Eric Wadell. First draft, November 2025. Chapter 4. 5 Situations. Now we will turn to a pausing kind of structure to life. And it is a structure which is organized in accordance with 5 typical situations which pop up for all of us throughout the whole of our lives. These 5 situations are not really possible to resolve permanently. Instead, they function as continuous challenges for us. In a pausing kind of way, these 5 become like supportive compartments for us, and they make pausing easier to apply practically. They make pausing easier to access simply because when we have some idea as to what kind of situation we are currently in, we will not be completely lost in the dark. With the support of these 5 situations, we immediately find some footing wherever we might be. The first situation of pausing is called sleep. It is when we fall asleep, sleep and dream, and wake up. The second situation of pausing is called acute. It is when we are caught off guard, startled, or suddenly approached. The third situation of pausing is called long-term. It is when we make plans for or feel urgency about our long-term future. The fourth situation of pausing is called confused. It is when we feel disoriented, scrambled, or like we are missing something. The fifth situation of pausing is called worn out. It is when we feel too tired, cut off, or lonely. In chapter 2, we reached an initial pausing definition of what money is, and we will keep making use of it throughout this book. We will also nuance the definition further with the help of the structure of the 5 situations. In an earlier book about pausing, I write about the 5 situations in several different ways, but I have not yet in a book written about the 5 situations in any context of money. I am curious as to where this will take me. Some possible questions for me to consider here might be: how does money relate to our sleep? What role does money play for the occurrence of sudden acute situations? How important is money for our long-term plans? How does money make us confused? And when does money give us breathing space, and when does it only make us worn out? The 4 criteria of money is that it is quantified, named, physically bound, and framed in words and symbols. As we saw in Chapter 2, it would seem that the function of these criteria is to make something complex, tangible, possible to exchange, hold on to, and negotiate. We will see what happens when we introduce these 4 criteria to our 5 situations. We want to see in what ways and to what degree we can or cannot make the 5 situations tangible, possible to exchange, hold on to, or negotiate, like we can with money, and whether or not it is desirable to do so. Our ambition is to gain a more tidy relationship to money, as well as to the 5 situations in themselves, and to clear some of the cobwebs surrounding the concept of money. It would be nice to gain a coherent sense when relating to money. First, we will look at our sleep situation. It is when we fall asleep, sleep and dream, and wake up.